Number 3. Out of every breed on the planet, Stanley Coren ranked the German Shepherd third for intelligence. And that ranking matters here because it's about how fast your dog connects cause and effect, which is exactly what potty training is. GSDs are widely considered one of the fastest breeds to house train, and this video is going to show you how to actually cash in on that instead of wasting it. Your German Shepherd was bred to work with a handler, not off chasing rabbits like a beagle, not going underground after vermin like a terrier. With you, watching you. That handler focus is the engine of fast potty training. Then there's the routine thing. GSDs are borderline obsessive about patterns. Once your dog learns, after breakfast we go to that spot, the routine itself starts doing the work. You barely have to think about it. Crate training clicks fast too. That den instinct from their herding and guarding roots means they take to a crate quicker than most breeds. But hear me on this, easy is relative. GSDs are easy because they're sensitive and dialed in. That same sensitivity means yelling, rubbing noses in messes, or a chaotic household will derail this dog way faster than it derails a lab who just shrugs it off. And if you've got a working line GSD versus a show line, working lines pick it up quicker, but they demand more mental engagement. They won't let you coast. Rest of this video shows you how to use these breed advantages, because most people accidentally waste them. Your German Shepherd's brain is looking for a job from the moment it wakes up. Herding, guarding, utility work, that's what this breed was built for. And potty training, that's the first real job your puppy's ever gonna get. This breed bonds hard to one person. The Velcro dog thing isn't a joke. They pick their handler and lock on, and that's your lever. Your approval matters more to this dog than any treat you'll ever wave in front of its face. I've watched GSDs ignore food to get a nod from their person. Use that. But that bond cuts both ways. GSDs read your tone, your body language, your mood, with, honestly, kind of scary accuracy. So when you lose your temper, and you will, your dog doesn't just hear the yelling. It absorbs it. And what you get back is shut down, sneaky pottying in the back bedroom, or anxiety accidents that look random but aren't. Clarity beats intensity every time. One calm cue, go potty, said the same way by every person in the house. That outperforms any amount of stern correction. And don't overthink this. Because they're smart, owners assume the dog knows better after an accident. It doesn't. Not yet. It's still building the association. One more thing. A bored GSD invents problems, including potty problems, even after they technically know the rules. Keep their brain engaged. And during this phase, be a leader, not a buddy. Calm and consistent. Almost boring. That's what leadership looks like to a German Shepherd. The general rule is age in months plus 1 equals max hold time in hours, so a 3-month-old can hold it 4 hours. But GSDs, in my experience, regularly beat that rule because of the handler focus and routine stuff we just talked about. Here's how it actually plays out. 8 to 10 weeks. This is when most people bring the puppy home. Bladder control is basically non-existent. You're taking this dog out every 45 to 60 minutes during the day. Not negotiable. Don't be annoyed by it. This is just where they are. 10 to 12 weeks, you'll see the first signs of holding ability. Accidents are still happening, and that's fine. Your pup's nervous system is literally still wiring up. This isn't failure, it's biology. 3 to 4 months is where it gets good. This is the phase where most GSD owners go, oh, it's clicking. And it is. The breed's pattern recognition kicks in hard here, and you'll see a real jump in reliability. Don't celebrate too early, but yeah, it's working. 4 to 6 months, solid daytime control for most GSDs. Overnight might still need one wake up. And heads up, this is a big growth phase, so routines can briefly wobble. Don't panic. 6 to 9 months, you should have overnight reliability. If your GSD this age is still having frequent accidents, stop blaming the training and look at health. UTIs, food sensitivities, GSDs have higher rates of EPI and IBD than most breeds, or a routine that quietly fell apart. 9 to 12 months, a healthy GSD should be fully reliable. Anything lingering at this point is almost always medical, anxiety-driven, or marking. And speaking of, your dog's bladder capacity grows fast alongside their body. Owners often underestimate how long their 5-month-old can actually hold it. And one more thing, intact males may start marking around 6 to 9 months. It looks like a training regression. It's not. It's hormones. Your German Shepherd is watching the clock. I'm not being cute. They actually do this. GSDs don't just tolerate routine, they memorize it. You'll be on the couch at 6:47 and your dog will stare you down because yesterday you took them out at 6:45. That's the breed you picked. So the move is simple. Build a tight schedule and let that obsessive pattern recognition work for you. Non-negotiables. Your dog goes out immediately after waking. Not in a minute, not after coffee, immediately. Then within 10 to 15 minutes after every meal, after every play session, every training session, and every single time they come out of the crate. Frequency depends on age. 8 to 10 weeks, every 45 minutes to an hour. I know. 3 months, stretch to every hour and a half, maybe 2. 4 to 6 months, every 3 to 4 hours, scaling from there. Early on, you're basically a potty concierge. That's the gig. And the one people miss, your feeding schedule is your potty schedule. German Shepherds already have sensitive digestion, so irregular meal times mean irregular output, and irregular output means accidents you can't predict. Same times every day. Everyone in the house has to be on the same page. Same schedule, same verbal cue, same reward. Your shepherd is smart enough to notice that dad skips the post-meal trip, and they will absolutely work that angle. 1 weak link breaks the pattern. First 3 to 4 weeks, write it down. App, notebook on the fridge, whatever. Your dog's gonna lock on to the routine fast, and you need to be the one driving it, not them. Pick a short verbal cue. Go potty. Hurry up. Say it calm, not excited, not sing-songy. Your shepherd feeds off your energy, and excitement at the potty spot kills focus. Reward within 2 to 3 seconds of finishing, right there at the spot, not after you walk back inside. This breed makes associations fast, but only if your timing's tight. Working line shepherds, they need serious mental and physical exercise alongside this routine, or they'll start faking potty signals just to get outside and do something. Showline dogs are usually more chill about it. And keep potty trips separate from walks. Potty trip is short, on leash, designated spot, no play. The walk comes after the job's done. That's the reward. 2 to 3 weeks of clean execution and your shepherd runs the schedule without you. Your only job at that point? Don't be the one who breaks it. Okay, so here's the sizing problem. Your GSD puppy at 8 weeks is maybe 15 to 20 pounds. That same dog fully grown, 65 to 90. So do you buy a new crate every couple months as they grow? No. That's insane. Buy the adult size crate up front, a 48-inch for most shepherds, and get one with a divider panel. It shrinks the usable space to fit your puppy now, then slides back as they grow. 1 crate, done. The sizing rule is simple. Enough room to stand up, turn around, lie down. That's it. Your dog won't soil their sleeping area, but give them extra room and they'll pick a pee corner and a sleep corner. Too much space defeats the whole point. Wire crates with a removable tray, that's what I'd go with for this breed. GSDs have that thick double coat and they run hot, so ventilation matters. Plastic airline-style crates work for car travel or dogs with mild anxiety, but for everyday training, wire's the move. Placement. German Shepherds are Velcro dogs. I mean that literally. They need to be where you are. Put the crate in the living room, the bedroom, wherever the family actually spends time. Stick it in a garage or laundry room and you're creating anxiety, and anxiety creates accidents. Daytime crate limits roughly 1 hour per month of age, capping around 4 hours. Don't push past that during active training, even if your puppy seems fine in there. Never use the crate as punishment. I can't stress this enough. GSDs are sensitive. 1 or 2 bad associations and you've poisoned the tool. Crate-based potty training falls apart after that. Bedding. Your young shepherd is gonna chew a lot. Skip the plush bed. It'll get shredded and swallowed. Go with a chew-resistant mat or just the bare tray during the destructive phase. Nice bedding comes later, once it's earned. The double coat also means hair, constant hair in the crate. Get something you can hose down or wipe out easily because you will be cleaning it way more than you think. And one more thing, introduce the crate with food, calm praise, short sessions before you ever use it for overnight management. A German Shepherd that gets ambushed into a crate at bedtime is going to scream the house down and probably soil itself. Build the relationship with the crate first. Your dog's ancestors slept in dens, tight, enclosed, defensible little spaces, and they kept them clean. That instinct didn't go anywhere. Dogs still seek out small, secure spots to sleep, and they still won't soil them. That's the whole foundation of crate training right there. German Shepherds have this dialed up more than most breeds. That herding and guardian background made them territorial, space-aware dogs. They genuinely want a designated safe spot. You're not forcing anything on them. You're giving them what they're already looking for. Think of the crate as a bedroom, not a cage. I mean that. Once your shepherd claims it as their den, their natural cleanliness does about 70% of the house training for you. 70%. You're not getting that from any other tool. The chain goes like this. Den instinct means the puppy resists soiling the crate. That means they learn to hold it. Holding it means they start signaling when they need out. And then they generalize that hold it behavior to the rest of the house. That's the whole progression. You'll know the den association has clicked when your shepherd starts going in on their own, napping in there, bringing toys inside, lying with the door open, just hanging out, settling without whining. But, and this is where GSDs get tricky, they're one of the more separation anxiety-prone breeds. Botch the crate introduction, push it too long or too soon, leave them isolated, and you flip the den instinct into a panic response. At that point, they're soiling the crate from stress, not from bad training. Completely different problem. One thing to watch for, intact and altered shepherds will sometimes mark near the crate, not in it, near it. That's territorial, separate from house training. Don't confuse the two. And look, the den instinct only works with you, not in spite of you. Leave your dog crated 8+ hours expecting the instinct to just compensate. You'll break the instinct and the bond. Your German Shepherd was bred to patrol borders, guard territory, and read its entire world through scent. That wiring doesn't shut off for potty training. It actually works in your favor. Pick one spot, one, and your GSD's nose does half the work. because residual urine scent at that consistent spot triggers the elimination reflex almost automatically. It becomes this scent-anchored station they return to without even thinking about it. Rotate spots. You erase that anchor every time. Costs you weeks. Before the puppy even comes home, choose the spot. Close to the door, because you will be sprinting there at 3 a.m., trust me, away from where they eat and play, on a surface you can commit to long-term. Grass is ideal. Gravel works, but, and this matters, GSDs imprint on surface as much as location. A puppy trained only on grass may flat out refuse to go on concrete later, so think about what's actually available to you a year from now. Apartment balcony, suburban yard, kennel run. Pick the surface that's going to be there. Walk them to that spot on a leash, even in a fenced yard, especially in a fenced yard. The leash creates a fixed route, and your GSD will love that fixed route. It turns the walk itself into part of the ritual, not just the destination. Around 6 to 9 months, if your male's intact, he's gonna start marking near the spot instead of on it. That's hormones kicking in, not a regression. Expect it. Redirect gently. Don't treat it like your dog forgot everything he learned. One trick that speeds this whole process up: take a paper towel with the puppy's own urine scent and place it at the chosen spot, the seated spot. GSDs pick up on this in 1, maybe 2 visits. Their olfactory sensitivity is honestly kind of absurd. And look, I know puppy pads seem convenient, but if you're training a GSD to go outside, do not also have pads inside the house. This breed locks onto patterns hard, and 2 conflicting patterns just breaks the whole system. You end up with a dog who doesn't know the rules because you gave him 2 sets. Pick one. Outside. Commit. Your adult German Shepherd's gonna land somewhere between 60 and 90 pounds. Big bladder, sure, but also massive food and water intake to match. It kind of evens out more than you'd expect. And during the puppy phase, from about 8 weeks to 18 months, they're growing fast and plowing through large breed puppy food. That volume has to go somewhere. Rough framework: a GSD puppy needs to go out every 1 to 2 hours when awake. The age in months plus 1 rule for bladder hold, that's a ceiling, not a target. Please don't test it. Adults settle into about 3 to 5 elimination trips a day. Working line dogs or high drive individuals bump that number up. They burn more fuel, they process food faster. And GSDs in general have a quicker metabolism compared to lower drive large breeds like Newfoundlands or Mastiffs. Same size range, totally different digestive speed. Your shepherd's gonna need to poop sooner after a meal than those dogs will. Then there's summer. That double coat means your GSD drinks heavily in warm weather just to cool down. More water in, more pee out. Don't be caught off guard when July doubles your outdoor trips. One thing I want to flag: GSDs are prone to digestive issues, EPI, sensitive stomachs, the whole deal. If frequency suddenly shifts, way more trips, weird consistency, pale or high volume stools, don't keep tinkering with the training. Call your vet. That's a medical problem wearing a training problem costume. But the upside to all this: your GSD's body runs on a pretty tight clock. Metabolic regularity is actually an asset with this breed, because once you learn that clock, you can predict almost every trip before it happens. That's the whole game. A fixed feeding schedule produces a fixed elimination schedule. Full stop. That's the single most powerful tool for potty training your GSD, because their working dog brains latch onto regularity like it's, God, what's the word? Like it's gravity. They need it. Puppy breakdown: 8 to 12 weeks, 4 meals a day. 3 to 6 months, drop to 3. 6 months to roughly a year, 2. Then 2 meals a day for life. Simple. Free feeding, food sitting out all day for grazing, kills this entirely. Input becomes random, output becomes random, and now you're just guessing when your dog needs to go. Don't do it. GSDs are deep-chested, which means bloat, GDV, is a real risk. No hard exercise 30 to 60 minutes before or after meals. That's a health rule and a scheduling rule in one. Respect it. Post-meal timing is where you earn your wins. Puppies typically need to defecate 15 to 30 minutes after eating. Adults, more like 30 to 60. During that window, you're at the door. Not on the couch, not finishing an email, at the door. Go with a large breed-specific kibble, lower calcium for puppy joint development, moderate protein, and stay away from bargain fillers that cause loose, urgent stools. Those cheap brands wreck your schedule faster than anything. And if your GSD has persistent diarrhea or pale, high-volume stools, don't blame the routine. That could be EPI or a food sensitivity, and your vet needs to weigh in before you change anything in the training. Water for puppies. Offer it with meals and around play, but pull it about 2 hours before bed to cut down on overnight accidents. Adult GSDs get free water access, always. And don't forget, treats are food. In my experience, this is the one nobody thinks about. Heavy treat use during a long training session can trigger an unscheduled poop, and then you're standing there wondering what went wrong. Use small, low-volume training treats and count them as part of intake. Last thing, log your feeding times and elimination times for the first 2 weeks. I know, it sounds tedious, but your GSD is a pattern animal, and that pattern reveals itself fast. You just gotta write it down to see it. Your German Shepherd is one of the 3 smartest breeds alive, Stanley Coren's research, under 5 repetitions to learn a new command. So the good news? Your dog's gonna lock on to the connection between cue word, location, and reward faster than almost any breed. Most owners see it click within days, not weeks, days. Bad news. That same brain learns the wrong stuff just as fast. One indoor accident you don't enzyme clean, and your GSD has a marking spot established in a single trial. One time. Done. And they'll use it against you. I've seen GSDs learn to fake signal at the door, not to go, but for outside time, attention, or escape from crate rest. The tell? Real urgency is pacing, circling, can't settle energy. A fake signal is weirdly calm, almost rehearsed. That's a con, not a bladder. Then there's the 6 to 18-month wall, where a mentally bored GSD starts peeing indoors from sheer frustration. That's a boredom issue, pure and simple. Mental work matters as much as the schedule. And the one that really sneaks up on people, a GSD scalded too hard for an accident won't stop going inside. They'll just find a quieter room to do it in. Now you've got a dog that hides to pee, and that's 10 times harder to fix. Intelligence isn't something you admire with this breed. You point it somewhere. Structure, variety, clear expectations, that's what makes the brain work for you instead of against you. Okay, so here's where owning a German Shepherd actually works in your favor. This is one of the most expressive breeds you'll ever live with. Big upright ears, long tail, athletic posture, and a temperament that's always broadcasting something. Your dog is telling you when they need to go. You just gotta learn the channel. Signals fall into 3 buckets: physical, vocal, and what I'd call relational, stuff directed at you specifically. Because your GSD is glued to you at all times, those relational ones are gonna be loud. Physical first. Tight circling. Not lazy wandering. Tight, deliberate loops. Sudden, intense sniffing of one specific spot, and it looks completely different from normal exploring. An abrupt freeze mid-play. the half crouch that comes right before a squat, and the beeline toward whatever door means outside. Now the tricky part. GSDs pace in tight loops when something's bothering them. Could be potty, could be they heard a noise outside, could be stress. Trust me, context is everything here. Pacing plus the other signs means go. Pacing alone means read the room. Watch the ears. Those big radar dishes telegraph everything. Forward-locked ears plus restlessness plus orientation toward the door, that's about as close to a neon sign as a dog can give you. Vocal stuff. Your GSD talks. You know this already. They chuff, they whine, they give you those soft little roo sounds. A low whine while staring at the door is a request. Honor it. The stare. GSDs will lock eyes with you from across the room when they need something. Direct, unblinking, sometimes with the head tilt. That's very breed specific. Pay attention when it happens. They'll also physically come to you. Paw your leg, shove their nose under your hand. Channel that pushy behavior into a trained bell touch at the door. Turns an annoying habit into a communication tool. Tail tells something too. A slightly raised, stiff tail combined with these other signs reads very different from a relaxed mid-set wag. The breed's got a long, expressive tail, worth learning to read. And read all of this against the schedule clock. A 12-week-old circling 20 minutes after a meal, about to poop. Same circling 4 hours into a nap, probably just wants to play. Last thing, your GSD is a big dog with long strides. When the signal fires, the window between I need to go and going on your carpet is small. When you see it, move. You already know this about your German Shepherd. They follow you everywhere, room to room, bathroom included. That's not a quirk. GSDs were bred to work in tight partnership with one handler, and that bond runs deep. For potty training, that's actually a superpower. You almost never have to go searching for your puppy to check on them because they're already at your feet. So lean into it. I always recommend the umbilical cord method for this breed. 6-foot leash clipped from your belt to the puppy. Works ridiculously well because you're basically formalizing what they already want to do, which is be right next to you. There's almost no resistance. Try this with a husky or an Akita, and you'll get a fight. Your GSD? Thrilled. And because they're always within arm's reach, you catch the early warning signs, the sniff, the circle, the freeze, in seconds, not minutes. The dog is right there. Now, the flip side, extreme Velcro behavior can tip into separation anxiety, and a GSD that pees the second you leave the room, that's panic, not defiance. Completely different problem. So while you're house training, build in gradual alone time conditioning too. Short absences, calm departures. Your dog needs to learn 2 things in parallel. Hold it, and I can be okay without my human nearby. The bond is the engine. Every other tool you're using runs faster because of it. Your German Shepherd's brain is wired for work. I mean, literally, decades of selective breeding for structure and handler direction. So the potty trip, treat it like a job, not a stroll, not recess, a task with a beginning, middle, and end. That means the leash goes on, even in a fenced yard, especially in a fenced yard. Without it, your 8-week-old GSD is gonna find a squirrel, patrol the fence line, try to hurt your kid. The leash says, we're working right now. Your shepherd respects that. Same door every time. Same path, same patch of grass. GSDs lock onto patterns scary fast, days, not weeks, and the pattern itself becomes half the cue. Before you clip the leash, give one short phrase at the door. Let's go potty. Or if you want to lean into the heritage, raus. That's the starting bell. The walk is purposeful. No sniffing detours, no greeting the neighbor's golden. You walk with intent. Your dog mirrors it. But keep it short. GSD puppies have vulnerable growth plates until around 12 to 18 months. This isn't a 2-mile march. Soft surfaces, controlled pace, get to the spot and get it done. The deal is potty first, everything else after. Play, treats, exploration, all after elimination. A working dog brain like your GSDs respects that kind of contract. And bring them back to the same spot. That residual scent tells the dog, this is the bathroom. One of the few times you actually want some scent left behind. Keep mid-task corrections minimal. Gentle leash redirect, fine. Harsh corrections will sour the whole routine for a sensitive shepherd. And they are sensitive. Don't let the tough dog image fool you. 2 to 3 weeks of this. That's it. After that, most GSDs start pulling toward the potty door on their own schedule. They built the routine, now they own it. This is where your GSD's intelligence pays you back. Most breeds can learn a potty cue, sure, but your shepherd picks up verbal commands faster than almost any dog alive, and a reliable go potty command saves you in ways you don't see coming yet. Vet visits, road trips, trials, bad weather, anywhere you need elimination on demand. Now, the command itself, a lot of GSD people use German, mach, dich, raus, and honestly, I kind of like it. Not for the tradition, though that's cool. It's because German commands have sharp consonants that cut through noise, and they don't overlap with anything you say in daily conversation. Your dog never hears the cue by accident. If English works better for you, go potty or do your business is fine. Just don't pick go or out on their own. You say those 50 times a day. Timing is everything here. Say the cue once, while your dog is actively squatting. Not before. Not while they're sniffing. During the act. Say it too early and it's just noise. But say it during elimination, now it's a label. The instant they finish, mark it. Clicker or a sharp yes, then treat within 2 seconds. Small, soft, high value. Freeze-dried liver's great. Skip the kibble. Praise matters just as much as the treat for this breed. Warm voice. Eye contact. I'll get into why in a minute. First week or 2, you're only labeling. Cue during the act, mark, reward. After about 7 to 14 days, start saying the cue a couple seconds earlier, then a couple more. The word shifts from label to prompt. The thing that wrecks this? Repeating yourself. Go potty, go potty, go potty, while your dog wanders around. You just turned the command into wallpaper. Say it once, then silence. 3 to 5 minutes. Nothing happens, go inside and try again in 15. Every person in your house uses the same word, same tone. GSDs can learn multiple words for the same thing, but inconsistency slows everything down. Once it's solid at home, generalize. Different grass, gravel, concrete, a rest stop. The vet parking lot. The cue needs to work everywhere, not just your backyard. A GSD with a locked-in potty command is a dog you can take anywhere. That brain holds on to it for life with almost no upkeep. Your German Shepherd was bred for over 100 years to work in lockstep with one person. That's not marketing, that's the breeding program. And what it means for you right now is that your approval functions as a primary reward, not a bonus, the main event. That Velcro thing Shepherd people talk about, it's real and it matters here. Warm praise, eye contact. For your GSD, that lights up the same reward circuitry that a cookie lights up in a beagle. A lab hears good boy and thinks, cool, where's the treat? Your Shepherd hears good boy, and that might actually be enough. The treat confirms it, but the praise is what landed. So at the potty spot, flip the usual sequence. The instant elimination finishes, give excited, genuine verbal praise first, then the treat. The treat follows the praise, not the other way around. And I mean genuine. Shepherds read tone and body language like they're getting paid for it. A flat, half-hearted, good boy, while you're scrolling your phone, they clock that. They tune it out. You gotta mean it. If you've got a working line dog, you might find that a quick tug game or a short play burst actually outperforms treats entirely. Prey drive and handler engagement run hot in those lines. Last thing, go easy on the treats during house training. Large breed puppies have sensitive stomachs, and stacking high-value snacks on top of regular meals can give you loose stools, which is counterproductive, to put it mildly. Your German Shepherd looks like a dog that can handle anything. Big, confident, built like they've got somewhere important to be. And that image tricks people into thinking they can train hard. Yell a little, correct sharply. The dog can take it. They can't. I mean that. Under all that confidence, your dog is reading you constantly. Your tone, your posture, your mood. They're tuned into you at a level most breeds just aren't. So when you shout no over a puddle on the kitchen floor, your shepherd doesn't hear "don't pee here." They hear "my person is unpredictable and unsafe." And for a breed whose whole training foundation runs on trust, that's catastrophic. Punishment-based potty training goes 3 ways with shepherds, and all 3 are bad. 1, the dog starts hiding to potty, behind the couch, in closets, in rooms you don't check. 2, they refuse to go in front of you at all, even on walks. 3, they develop a generalized avoidance of you that bleeds into every other area of training. Recall falls apart. Leash work falls apart. Everything. And do not, I cannot say this clearly enough, rub their nose in it. That one act can permanently fracture the working bond with a dog this intelligent and this sensitive. Shepherds have long memories and sharp pattern recognition. One harsh correction at the potty spot teaches your dog that the spot itself is dangerous, exact opposite of what you wanted. And some shepherds, particularly working line dogs, don't just shut down under unfair pressure. They push back. So you're risking avoidance in one dog and reactive behavior in another, both bad. Submissive urination, excitement peeing, scolding makes both dramatically worse. The more you react, the more your puppy leaks, every single time. The fix is boring. Interrupt calmly with a neutral sound, walk outside, reward the finish. Your shepherd's brain will connect the dots faster than punishment ever could. The discipline problem here is you, not your dog. With shepherds, your emotional regulation is the training tool. Okay, your shepherd had an accident. First thing, reframe it. That puddle isn't a moral failing of your dog. It's information about your schedule, your supervision, your timing. The accident already happened. What matters now is the next 60 seconds. If you catch them midstream, and this is important, make a calm, neutral interrupter sound. Not a scream, not their name, just a short or a clap. Enough to pause the flow. Then immediately, cheerfully, walk them to the potty spot to finish. If they finish outside, you celebrate that finish like it was the plan all along. Big praise, treat, the whole thing. You're protecting the reward association your training is built on. Now, if you find the accident after the fact, you do nothing. You say nothing, you show nothing on your face. I know that sounds hard, but your shepherd reads micro-expressions. A sigh, a glare, even the way you grab the paper towel. If your dog picks up displeasure they can't connect to any specific action, they learn that your mood is random. and that's worse than no lesson at all. Clean it with an enzymatic cleaner, not an ammonia-based one, because ammonia smells like urine to a dog with 225 million olfactory receptors. And don't just spray it. Saturate the spot. If the scent stays, your shepherd will remark it, guaranteed. After you clean up, do a quick confidence reset. A few easy cues your dog already knows. Sit. Down. Good. Generous praise. You're resetting the emotional temperature of the room, because a shepherd that just sensed you were upset needs a clear "we're good" signal before training moves forward. Then run the audit. Every accident gets 3 questions. When did the dog last go out? What was different about today's schedule? Were you actually supervising, or were you just in the same room? Most GSD accidents trace straight back to one of those 3. Don't panic over regression either. Adolescent shepherds, roughly 5 to 10 months, backslide. Hormones shift, the brain rewires, and you'll get a rough week or 2. Overcorrecting during that window can stall your progress for months. If your dog keeps hitting the same spot, make that spot a non-area. Feed them there, put a bed there, move the crate there. Shepherds don't soil where they eat or rest. Your real goal is a dog that, after an accident, still trusts you completely. That trust is the substrate everything else trains on. This isn't a house training problem. I need you to hear that. Submissive and excitement urination are involuntary. Your puppy's not choosing to pee. Their body's doing it for them. And shepherd puppies are unusually prone to both because this breed is so socially reactive. Submissive urination happens during greetings, when you lean over the puppy, when a stranger reaches down, or after a correction. You'll see the appeasement signals first. Ears pinned back, body low, gaze averted, then the leak. It's your puppy saying, "Please don't be mad," the only way they know how. Excitement urination is different. Homecomings, guests arriving, play getting intense. Not anxiety, it's the shepherd's bonding drive cranked past what their young bladder can hold. Scolding either type makes it worse. With submissive urination, you're piling on the exact stress that caused it. With excitement urination, you're dumping more arousal into a system that's already overloaded. You cannot correct your way out of this one. So, kneel sideways instead of looming. First 30 seconds of any greeting, no eye contact, quiet voice. And before any predictable high arousal moment, guests at the door, you coming home, get the puppy outside first. Most shepherds outgrow both by 12 to 18 months as confidence builds and bladder muscles catch up. If it persists past that, see your vet. Urinary tract issues can mimic this pattern exactly. Your German Shepherd was bred to make decisions in the field without waiting for a handler to spell it out. That's the whole reason bell training works so well with this breed. You're giving a problem solver a clear, repeatable way to say, "I need out." Most shepherds figure it out in 3 to 7 days, some faster. Setup matters. Skip the cute jingle bells from the pet store. Your shepherd's gonna be 80 plus pounds, and those things last about a week. Get a metal cowbell style or a wall-mounted potty button, something that can take a hit. The introduction is dead simple. Every single trip outside, you guide their nose or paw to the bell before the door opens. Bell rings, door opens, straight to the potty spot. Every time, no exceptions. And I mean that. With a pattern-recognizing breed like this, one inconsistent rep can muddy the lesson for days. The door does not open without the bell. Now here's what nobody tells you. Your shepherd will absolutely start gaming the bell. It's almost guaranteed. They figure out that ringing it gets them outside, which means squirrels, grass, your attention, so they start ringing it recreationally. working line dogs especially, because that problem-solving drive is cranked even higher. The fix: when they ring, you go out with them on leash, stand at the potty spot for 2, maybe 3 minutes. Nothing happens, back inside. No play, no roaming, no engagement. Make the false alarm boring. One more thing. Some shepherds invent their own signal before you ever introduce a bell. A hard stare, a single bark, a paw on your leg. If your dog's already offering something like that, in my experience, reward what they're giving you. Don't override it with a system they don't need. And honestly, this goes way beyond the potty stuff. Once a shepherd learns that a deliberate signal produces a specific result, that concept bleeds into everything else you teach them. You've basically handed them a language. They will use it. When a German shepherd that was doing fine suddenly starts having accidents again, your first move is the vet, not the training plan. I can't tell you how many owners I've seen grinding through schedule changes and crate adjustments when the problem was medical the whole time. This breed has conditions that look exactly like training failures. UTIs first, frequent small puddles, straining, licking at themselves, accidents within minutes of coming inside. If your female shepherd starts doing this out of nowhere, it's almost certainly urinary. Get a urinalysis before you change anything about your routine. Now, EPI, exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. German shepherds are the poster breed for this. They make up the majority of diagnosed cases. The signs are hard to miss once you know them. Huge, pale, greasy stools, a dog that eats like crazy but keeps losing weight, and bowels that just won't hold on any normal schedule. No crate, no routine, no treat strategy fixes this. It takes a TLI blood test and lifelong enzyme replacement. And owners who try to train through it, they're putting their dog through real suffering. I don't say that lightly. Beyond EPI, shepherds just have sensitive guts, period. They don't tolerate random protein swaps, new treats, table scraps. Any of it can trigger loose stool, and loose stool is probably the single biggest cause of indoor accidents in this breed. Any food change needs a slow 7 to 10 day transition. Don't rotate brands the way you might with a lab who eats garbage off the sidewalk and thrives. Quick hit on bloat. Deep-chested breed shouldn't exercise hard after meals, so your post-meal potty timing needs to account for a rest window. And if your growing puppy or older shepherd hesitates to squat, picks weird surfaces, or seems to hold it way too long, think orthopedic pain, not stubbornness. Bottom line with this breed, 2 weeks of unexplained accidents is a vet appointment. Rule out the body before you ever blame the brain. Look, German shepherds can live in apartments, but apartment potty training a shepherd is a different game than training one with a backyard. And if you don't get why, you're going to blame yourself for problems that are really just logistics. The big one is distance. A shepherd puppy's gotta-go window can be under 60 seconds. You've got an elevator, a hallway, maybe a lobby between your door and the grass. That's a lot of ground for a tiny bladder, and leash accidents in the corridor confuse the whole training picture. An interim indoor station helps. Large pee pad tray, a real grass patch, balcony setup. But treat that as a bridge, not the destination. Transition outside as bladder capacity grows. Then there's noise. Shepherds are vocal. The whining, the talking, the alert bark at 5 a.m. that says, "I need out," fine in a house. In an apartment, that's a noise complaint waiting to happen. Teach a quiet door signal early. Don't let barking become how they ask. And here's one that sneaks up on people: reactivity. Lobby dogs, hallway strangers, elevator confinement. A young shepherd can get so stressed by the gauntlet between your unit and the grass that they hold their bladder the whole way down, then release the second they hit the outdoors. Looks like weird timing. It's actually anxiety. Now flip it. House with a yard, opposite problem. Easy access produces a dog that potties great at home, but has zero concept of going on leash or anywhere unfamiliar. Travel, vet visits, boarding, suddenly your house-trained dog is a mess. I always tell people, start on-leash potty sessions in varied locations from puppyhood, even if you've got a beautiful fenced yard. Watch for marking, too. Adolescent or intact males start patrolling the perimeter instead of actually emptying. Owners think the dog went. He didn't. The apartment shepherd needs more structure and faster transitions. The yard shepherd needs more variety and leash reps. Both get there. The failure modes are just mirror images of each other. Your German Shepherd's a big dog, or going to be, and that fools people. They assume the bladder's keeping pace with the body. It's not. GSDs are high-drive, high-water intake puppies who run hot, so that theoretical large breed bladder advantage gets eaten up. Every GSD owner I talk to overestimates how long their pup can hold it at night. Rough formula: 1 hour per month of age plus 1. So a 3-month-old gets about 4 hours. Maybe. If you've got a working line pup, not show line, knock an hour off that. Their metabolism runs hotter and everything moves through them faster. Crate goes in the bedroom. Non-negotiable for this breed. Shepherds are Velcro dogs by design, bred to stick to their handler, and a pup isolated down the hall is going to panic vocalize for hours. Bedroom placement cuts the distress noise, and more importantly, lets you hear the difference between the real potty signal and the performance, because your shepherd is going to give you both. The genuine whine is sharp, escalating, urgent. The fake one is rhythmic, almost sing-songy. Give it 3 nights, you'll know. Crate sizing. Get the adult crate now, use a divider panel, move it as they grow. A GSD pup can double in size in weeks, and too much room means they designate a bathroom corner. And skip the plush bedding. Most shepherd pups will shred it or potty right on it. Bare floor or a thin mat until they're reliable. Comfort upgrades come later. Last call routine. Water up early evening. Not bone dry, just no free refills. Potty trip right before bed. And then the part people always skip, tire the brain. Short obedience drill, scent game, doesn't matter. A mentally wound down shepherd sleeps deeper and holds longer. Middle of the night trips, lights stay low, no talking, no play. Leash, same potty spot, quiet praise, straight back to crate. Your GSD is absolutely smart enough to turn a midnight bathroom break into a social event if you let them. Don't let them. Under 12 weeks, set an alarm. Don't wait for the cry. After that, transition to responding to the real whine, and only the real one. Expect a regression when adolescence hits. A pup who's been dry for weeks may suddenly need that night break again. That's the fear period talking, and we're getting into that next. GSDs go through 2 fear periods, the first around 8 to 11 weeks, the second somewhere between 6 and 14 months. And this breed doesn't do them halfway. Shepherds are environmentally sensitive and they generalize fast, which means one bad experience at the potty spot can ruin that spot for days. What that looks like: your pup's been doing great, going to the same corner of the yard every time. Then a garbage truck backs up with that beeping noise, or a neighbor's dog explodes from behind the fence, or a tarp flaps in the wind, and your shepherd decides that patch of grass is cursed. Won't go near it. They'll hold it the entire time they're outside, come back in where it feels safe, and pee on your floor. You're standing there thinking it was on purpose. It wasn't. Watch for surface preference shifts too. A spooked GSD might suddenly swap from grass to concrete, or the other way around. And if you punish the new surface choice, the dog doesn't learn go on grass. The dog learns that pottying itself is the problem. Then they start hiding to go, behind the couch, in the spare bedroom. That's 10 times harder to fix than the original issue. The second fear window is the one that really blindsides people. Your 9-month-old who's been clean for months suddenly has accidents, and you assume it's defiance. It's not. It's fear and hormones colliding at the worst possible time. I can't say this hard enough. Do not punish during a fear period. Especially with this breed. Shepherds form negative associations scary fast, and punishment just teaches them to hide the behavior. Instead, high-value treats at the scary spot. Go out on leash, even in a familiar yard. Stay quiet, don't push. Just be present and double down on routine. Same times, same door, same spot. Shepherds find security in predictability, and keeping that structure tight is the fastest way through it. Fear periods pass, 1 to 3 weeks if you handle it calmly and don't make it worse. This breed was built for hours of purposeful, task-driven work. When a German Shepherd doesn't get enough output, that pent-up energy has to go somewhere, and it wrecks potty training first. You've seen the pattern. You take your GSD outside to potty, and they sprint laps, chase a leaf, patrol the fence, pick up every stick in the yard. 10 minutes go by, they haven't gone. You bring them in, they calm down, and squat on the rug, every time. Now, people think more exercise fixes this. It helps, sure, but a tired body alone isn't enough for a shepherd. They need mental work, scent games and training drills, maybe a puzzle feeder. Without that, they're still frustrated and twitchy, and that shows up as poor potty focus or straight-up stress urination. The boredom-driven accident is real. A GSD left alone too long without an outlet will potty out of frustration, not need, especially during adolescence. Owners call it spite. It's never spite. And if you've got a working line shepherd, not show line, the exercise bar is way higher. Trying to potty train a working line GSD on a show line activity budget flat out won't work. One thing I tell every client, separate exercise time from potty time. A long walk should end with a deliberate stop at the potty spot. The walk isn't the potty trip. And watch the flip side. An overtired GSD pup gets wired, not sleepy. And wired dogs don't potty right either. A satisfied shepherd potty trains in a fraction of the time a frustrated one does. This is a completely different problem from potty training. I need you to understand that before anything else. If your male GSD was reliable for months, solid, no issues, and now he's leaving little dribbles on table legs, door frames, couch corners, that's marking, not regression. Different behavior, different fix. Most males start lifting a leg somewhere between 6 and 9 months. Testosterone's climbing, and your German Shepherd, being a German Shepherd, has very strong opinions about territory. This breed doesn't casually observe their environment. They monitor it. So a visiting dog, new furniture, a delivery on the porch, even the scent of a neighbor's intact mail on the bottom of your shoes, your dog's going to write his name on it. Indoor triggers get weirdly specific too. A bag you brought home from a friend's house, your kid's buddy visiting after school, a new bookshelf, anything that smells like not mine yet. Now, the neuter question. Large breed growth plate research says wait for skeletal maturity, often 12 to 18 plus months for GSDs. I agree with waiting, but if you're not managing the marking during that window, it becomes learned behavior, almost muscle memory. So belly bands indoors during peak adolescence. Non-punitive, just practical management while you wait. And enzymatic cleaner, not regular floor spray. your GSD's nose is absurd. If the scent's still there, he's going back, every time. Don't punish marking. Interrupt calmly, walk him outside, let him mark something appropriate out there. Reward that. That's your redirect. One more thing. Even after neutering, marking can stick around for months. It's habit by them, not hormones. Patience. Owners mix up two milestones and it screws everything up. There's, my dog gets the concept and barely has accidents. And then there's, I can leave this dog unsupervised in the house and nothing happens. With a German Shepherd, those two things can be months apart. The concept part, fast. Most GSDs are going to the door and signaling by 5 to 7 months. Breed smart, routine-oriented, wants to please. That learning curve is genuinely quick. Not the problem. The trust unsupervised part, that's where people get blindsided. You're looking at roughly 10 to 14 months. And the reason's physical, not mental. Large braid bladder development lags behind the brain. Your GSD understands the rules at 6 months. His bladder doesn't care about rules at 6 months. That gap is where all the "but he knows better" frustration lives. He does know. He just can't always hold it yet. Then there's the adolescent dip around 6 to 9 months. Overlaps with the second fear period, and in males with rising testosterone and marking behavior. Owners who thought they were finished? You're not finished. Working line versus show line matters here too. Working line GSDs often mature slower behaviorally. You might push that trust unsupervised window out to 12, even 14 months. The physical training looks solid. The impulse control's still catching up. And honestly, this breed is sensitive to disruption. In my experience, moving houses, a new baby, a schedule change, boarding the dog for a week, any of that can trigger a solid week or two of regression in an otherwise clean GSD. Don't panic over it. It passes. Rule out health stuff too. Juvenile UTIs, more common in young females, and a couple of breed-specific conditions can stall progress. Don't blame training if it's medical. Quick comparison. GSDs grasp the concept faster than most breeds. But large breed physical maturation means the full timeline isn't actually shorter than a small breed's. You front-load the learning and back-load the waiting. Hold the routine through the adolescent dip. Hold it. Few breeds reward consistency the way a shepherd does. The adult dog on the other side of that rough patch? Rock solid.